What is up, everybody? Roy here, and today I moved. We're not here to talk about myself, we're here to talk about one of Nintendo's best piece of tech. One of the best handheld consoles ever made that is amazingly innovative, had an extensive games library, and just was amazing overall. I am of course speaking of the Nintendo Game Boy. Aw, crap! I am of course speaking of the Nintendo DS. Oh crap! I am of course speaking of the Nintendo 3DS. Yeah, the Nintendo 3DS. Anyways, the Nintendo 3DS has had a lot of games added to it ever since its rocky release in 2011. And I've played a lot of 3DS games as I am a huge fan of the system. I really enjoy it, and I love the 3D, I think it's really cool. And now a lot of times I don't play with it, but we're here to talk about the top 10 games. Now remember, these are my favorite games, I would love to hear you guys' list down below, but these are my favorite games. And I have yet to play a lot of RPGs on the system. So games like Etrian Odyssey, Shin Megami Tensei, and many others I have yet to play, but I have played a few here and there, and they've been really good. Anyways guys, let's get on with this top 10 list of the top 10 Nintendo 3DS games. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is one of these games I wish I had picked up day one, but I didn't. Once I did pick it up, I was hooked. This game is so different from any other Mario Brothers games that it solidifies Luigi is not just any clone of Mario. He is so much more. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is the sequel to a cult classic, Luigi's Mansion, for the GameCube. It's been a long time since we've seen this series get a game, so it's nice to see it's back, and on Nintendo 3DS, it's better than ever. The 3D effect is amazing, the multiplayer is great, and the single player story will have you playing for hours on end. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, you don't even need to question its spot on this list. In the dark days of the 3DS, when it was still $250, and it had little to zero good games, only one man could save us all. And that was Mario! Super Mario 3D Land. Mario 3D Land is one of the best 3DS games ever made. It shows off what you can do with the 3D, how great it actually is, and I love how it brings together the 2D and 3D aspects of all Mario games. New power-ups that are very innovative, and new level design that is just blow your mind awesome. This game is a little too easy though, because after losing a bunch of times, they'll just be like, okay, here you go, God mode, boom, and give you like this infinite, and they give you this power-up that makes you invincible. But other than that, it's a really good game, and I really enjoyed it all the way through, and it has a lot of replayability as well. So, that is why Super Mario Bros. 3D Land gets number 9 on my list. Yeah, I don't really think I need to explain myself here. It's Mario Kart 7. Enjoy! Let me ask you something. Have you ever wanted to hunt down creatures 10, maybe 20, maybe even 100 times bigger than yourself? Or maybe 100 times bigger than the last one you hunted? In a world inhabited with creatures just waiting for you to hunt. Well then, my friends, come to the world of Monster Hunter 4. Monster Hunter 4 is my first Monster Hunter game I've ever played. And I'm so glad that I played it, because I've always eyed the Monster Hunter series idly, just like,
better not.
Yeah.
But once I heard that Monster Hunter 4 was the best way to get in, I just decided to dish out the $40 and get it. And boy, this game is totally worth that. This game is hours upon hours of fun. So many things to do, and it never feels like grinding when you're actually grinding because of the way the gameplay is set up. And it's so newcomer friendly that it's but it's still challenging at the same time. But it takes away the things that made Monster Hunter inaccessible, which is nice. It adds jump attacks, it adds this shadow mist that makes monsters go crazy. It's just a great game and probably the best Monster Hunter game in the series, but I can't say that because it's the only one I've ever played. But this game is absolutely amazing. If you have yet to pick it up, do it, because it is great! Pokemon X and D was a great game. I loved a lot about it. I love the Mega Evolutions. I love the online capabilities. I just had such a blast with it that it had to be put on number 5 spot of my list for the top 10 3DS games because it's just such a great Pokemon game. While not the best, it's still amazing and I had a lot of fun with it. And in the end, that's what counts. Oh god, it was so hard for me to put this game at number 4, given it is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game so much, and I may be sounding a bit redundant now with the games that I love, but Icarus Uprising definitely deserves the number 4 spot. The rest of the games beat it out by just that much. This game is a work of genius. It's a Star Fox successor that, dare I say, may just be better than Star Fox. I won't say that because it isn't, because it's so different from Star Fox. It's an on-rail shooter, sure, but it's mixed with an action, adventure, hack and slash, but it's also its own personality. And what the biggest defining feature about this game is its personality. It has a bunch of humor that hits the right spot.
Who is this Icarus character this game is named after?
Breaking the fourth wall very subtly, but very funnily, if you get what I'm saying.
I think they used it in that one series, Super Bash Sisters.
You mean Super Smash Brothers?
And just great characters, great story, love the plot. The plot doesn't take itself too seriously, which is nice, but it does at the same time. This game is absolutely just perfect. I love this game. Great mechanics. A little iffy on control-wise. That's probably the worst thing about it, is the controls are kind of off, especially for someone who's left-handed like me, but I still had a great time because I had to switch up the controls a bit, but in the end, I was able to work around it and get a lot of fun out of the game, and it was so great that it definitely deserves the number 4 spot on my list. Do you want to get the life sucked out of you in the most fun way possible? Then play Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is one of Nintendo's greatest achievements right here. I mean, it simultaneously manages to suck the life out of you, but also makes it so that you don't really realize it. Suddenly you'll be canceling plans with friends just to sit in bed and play this game to pay off that last spell. But it's never ever enough. Animal Crossing New Leaf is a great game. I already did a whole review on it if you want to see it. Link in the description below or on screen. So, you know, if you want to see all my opinion on it, I have it there, but I'll give you a laydown right here. It's great. I love it. I had a lot of fun with it. I love how the animals interact with you and you have to do favors with them. This was one of my first Animal Crossing games. I think it was my second one, actually. My first one was the original GameCube one. And this was a really good, new, innovative way to take the series with you becoming mayor and running the city. It's really awesome. I really enjoyed it. So you should definitely play it if you have a 3DS. If you have yet to play it, pick it up because it's probably one of the best titles on the Nintendo system. It is Super Smash Brothers on my 3DS. There is no way this is not getting on my list. And gosh, this is one of Sakurai's. This should be Sakurai's pride and joy right here, and I'm sure it is, because porting Smash Brothers to a handheld could not have been easy, and they executed it 100% perfectly. I love this game. This game is really awesome because, you know, it's Smash Brothers on a handheld. There are a few circle pad issues here and there, but that's not the creator's fault. That's the 3DS's fault itself. But other than that, this game is absolutely perfect. Great new characters. There's a lot of stuff to hold on a 3DS game, and I'm surprised they were even managed to get it here. without cutting any characters for this specific version. Guys, if you have a 3DS, I'm sure you are already playing this game. What can I say that has yet to be said about The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds? Well, it sucks. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's just something that no one has said about it because it is one of the best Zelda games of all time and one of the best 3DS games of all time. This game brings us back to the glory days of A Link to the Past. While A Link to the Past was not my favorite Zelda, I enjoyed it a lot. I had a blast with it. It was very fun, and this game just improves upon everything that Link to the Past did wrong, which is not a lot, but this game adds a lot more. For instance, now you can rent weapons instead of buying them, and you can buy them when you want, but you have all weapons available to you from the beginning. And though this sounds like a weird idea, it's actually really good, and I love how it takes away conventions of the Zelda series and replaces them with something still Zelda-esque, but very different. It's very innovative, and very fun, very great, and it's just the perfect Zelda game. The perfect 2D Zelda game, and possibly the perfect Zelda game overall. But yeah, guys, we're winding down. Number 1 is up next. I wonder what it could be. Number 1 3DS game is obviously Fire Emblem Awakening. If I said it wasn't Fire Emblem Awakening, I would feel like such a jerk to you guys because, I don't know, that just seemed like a jerk thing to do. I mean, if it's not Smash Bros, it's not Link Between Worlds, it's obviously Fire Emblem Awakening. I am a huge Fire Emblem fan, I've made that no secret. I'm having a whole month of videos dedicated to it. My clip sounds are for Fire Emblem Awakening for the top 10 lists, and I just love Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is amazing. And Fire Emblem Awakening is the pinnacle of the series. It is one of, if not the best game out of them all. And while the elitist side of me says Fire Emblem GBA is better, in all honesty, I have to be honest and say this game is the best Fire Emblem game ever made. With amazing cutscenes that look like they belong on an HD system, amazing 3D graphics that just pulls you in and immerses you in the series, in the game. I mean, great personality, lots of fun, very challenging, and very accessible. This game is perfect. This game is the definition of perfection. I cannot stress how much this is just like the perfect game ever. If you were trying to make a game, play Fire Emblem Awakening and take a few notes. I mean, God, the music, the characters, the personality, the challenge, the accessibility, all at the same time, mixed into one. It's just amazing, and if you have yet to play this game, you are a criminal in my mind. Play it, get a 3DS for it, but you must play this game at least once in your lifetime. Trust me, it is one of the best games in existence. Thank you so much for watching my top 10 3DS games. Please feel free to comment down below what your top 10 3DS games are. I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say. And if you're itching for another top 5 or top 10 list, I have my top 5 Nintendo GameCube games in there. And don't forget, I do some sick dance moves in that video. Or if you want to see an awesome indie game review, check out A Hat in Time Roy Reviews. Or if you just want a mystery video, click the green button. Anyways, guys, don't forget to smack the subscribe button for more. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Don't forget to share with friends and family. And remember, keep on gaming.